Hi everyone, welcome to Elite Professional channel. In today's video, I'm going to create this chart. Right. Something is missing here. Okay, so let me just go back to so we're going to create this. Okay. This is comparing actual then to previous, right? So what we are going to do here, we're going to create a reference region with our previous year numbers, right? So this shows that within this range is what we have the minimum sales and then the highest sales. So this is kind of the average that we did year on year, right? So that we did in a previous year. So then we're going to now plot our current year in this on the same chart and to see how we are doing in that current year. So you will see that from January we peak at the highest level and then it dipped in March and then it went back up in April, then they're fairly stable in May, then exceed the region. So that means we went above the maximum sales that we made last year, and then we were doing up to 3,005. This probably because something could have, I don't know, probably something happened, maybe seasonality or something. It could be one thing or the other. But probably our marketing strategy actually changed, and then we have so many sales that month, okay, all those things. So and then all of a sudden it dipped in June and July and it was very bad, far below our average. So it hit below the minimum that we did last year, right? So at the same time, it could be that seasonality is what we have here, right? Whereby we have a lot of sales during the festive period and all that, and immediately after the festive period, you see a dip. People are not really buying much, and then just barely selling up to I think 1,005 thereabouts, so which is a bit below, right? So and again this went back up as of October this time, so which is still okay, then down to December, which is also far below our average, even going as far as below 1,500. This is probably like 1,000 to thereabouts. So this could show that we're not performing. In some months we are doing above our what we did last year within our reference of region, and now that month we're not doing too well. So then you could take this to investigate what is really going on. So this is really comparing actual and then previous sales. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to recreate this from the beginning, right? So okay, so let me just minimize this. Let's come down here, and then this is my actual. So I'm going to delete this whole thing. Okay. Right, so this is what I'm going to do, right? So we have actual. This is what we're doing right now. This is, let's say, 20. So this is 2020. What? This is 2022, right? So this is our previous year for 2021. Okay. Like I said, this is 2021 revenue, not necessarily put actual. So 2021 revenue, right? And this is 2022 revenue. Okay. Yeah. So I want this to carry actual. So let's put actual there. Okay. So what we're going to do, let's check the variance that we have here. What's the variance percentage that we have here? Okay. So simply take previous over this minus this. Okay. So this is 16%. No, so this should be previous over this minus 1. Okay. So we're 19% above what we did last year in January, right? So again, let's check what's the minimum that we have here. So check for minimum. Okay, previous year, right? Then use absolute reference to log this down. Then check for this max and use absolute reference again, right, to lock this down. Okay, control F4, just press F4. Okay, right, so I'm going to draw this to the last line. Okay, and yeah, so you take the difference, so difference between this and this. Okay, so this will give you 1,004. Okay, so if you do, so we're going to use area chart, right? Okay, so I'll come back to this legend later. So the first thing I want us to do is to plot our graph. Okay, so I'm going to plot this graph using months. Okay, and I'm going to plot using this tool. Okay, so I want you to then control, press down, then select your minimum and maximum, then go to your chart, insert, then go to the chart, click on this icon, and then go to all charts. Then I want you to select area chart. Okay, so go to the second one. I want something like this. Okay, so this second one shows the maximum and the minimum. So what we have here is the minimum, while we have the maximum here. Right, so if you look at this, this is the lowest point in the minimum, and this is the maximum point in the minimum. So minimum range from what? So it's about 1.5 downward. Okay, so this is 1.5, which is the highest downward. And then if you look at maximum, the highest is 2,985, so which is below 3,000. So let's assume 3,000. So this is supposed to start from the minimum value of 1,005 and reach to about this level, right? But if we say that this is going above that level, that's because area chart is doing a cumulative figure. So what we need to do is to, this is why we need the difference here, right? So since it's trying to do cumulative, then you need to put this difference here. By the time you sum up this minimum and this minimum together, this will give you the maximum value. So it won't exceed this level, right? So what we are going to do here again is to right click, then select data, then go to your maximum. Okay, so I want to edit, right? So I will leave this as it is, then I will go to this one, all right, where we have the series value. Then I want to select this difference for maximum, click OK, then click OK, okay, then I'm done. So this is ranging between 0 and 3,000, which is the maximum value that we had there in the previous year, right? So this is great. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this a bit, okay, and then drag it here. Also, again, what I want us to do right now is that I want us to format this. Okay, so I don't want to see anything there, so go to your format, right click, then go to format area. Then we don't want no line, then no fill. I want this transparent. Then again, I don't want any line here, so which is fine. I want this color to be, let's say, something friendly. It's a light green. Okay, let's do like blue. I think like blue is fine. Yeah, so we have this. Okay, cancel this. So what we are going to do right now, I want to move this downward. Okay, so that we can see what we are doing here. All right, so let's delete all these lines. I want to delete these lines. Okay, so this is didn't work. This is what I want to delete. Alright, so as we move on, I think I'll find a way to delete it. Right now it's not selecting that particular line, so I don't want no border line. Okay, then for this one too, no line. I want it transparent. Yeah, so this is fine. Alright, so what I want to do now, okay, I want to add our actual revenue. So our actual revenue will be plot on this transparent rectangular bar. So what we need to do, let's click on select data. Okay, then add data, put the name there. So I want actual. So we need to add month again because our area graph has been plotted using the month and this, so automatically it will retain this monthly series. What you need to do is to change the value here. I want to remove this. Okay, let's select this. Okay, then click OK. Right, then okay, then we're done. So this is showing us area chart, right? So we need to change this. Go to right click again and go to change series chart type. Then here I want you to change it to line chart. Okay, click OK. You see, so this is now plotted on the line chart, right? Okay, so this is from January to December, and this is what we have. So now we can now delete this line. I don't like having these lines, so right click on click on any of those lines and press delete. Then we are done. All right, so this is our legend. Is going to show which line belongs, which line is minimum, which line is maximum, which line is actual, right? Okay, so click on this, and I want to minimize this plot area a bit, okay, so that I can separate those two. So this is a bit better, okay, right? So you can play around and customize this. So I want to click on this and then bold it, right? I want it bold, okay. Right, so I love people to read my chart from top to bottom. So whenever you're reading my chart, already know which line is yellow. You're able to identify the items here. It's not that you have to come down here to view all this. Alright, however, how do you identify which one is minimum? So if I say this is minimum, then what is maximum? Maximum is this, then which one is actual? So it's a bit confusing right here. So there's a better way to display this chart. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to remove this, okay. Right, I'm going to add some element to this chart. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give my chart a title, and I want this title to automatically update, right? So double click on this chart title, then click on this, equals this, right? Then click OK, then Ctrl B to bold, right? So this is actual versus previous year 2020, right? Okay, so let me just remove this 2020 there. I say 2022 actual. Yeah, so this is nice. Again, this is what I want to do. I want to identify which one is the minimum, which one is the maximum. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to use scatter chart and then to show which line. So I'm going to show scatter chart around this line, which is the after this December. So what I'm going to do is to count. This is 12. This is January to December. So that means my scatter chart, I want it to be after December, which is going to be the 13th month, kind of. So on the x-axis, I'm going to do 13, right? You can do 12.5, you can do 14. It depends on how far you want it to go, right? Okay, so I have this. So if you put 12, it's going to be on this, and I don't want that to happen. So I want something 14 or 13. So 13 is fine for me. Again, so I need my x-axis because I want this to show at the last edge here. Okay, so what I need to do, really, everything will be on a straight line, right? So because I want it to show on the to relate with each of these figures, so I'm going to use the minimum value here. What is the minimum value? The minimum value is 15, okay, 1005. The maximum value is 2085, okay, and the actual that we have is what? The last number in December is this 1150. Okay, so I have this. So I will need to plot a scatter chart here. So what I need to do, I need to select data again. Then I'm going to add another chart. I'm going to name this legend. Then I'm going to come down here and say that I want you to plot my y-axis alone for now, because it is only showing me one. I thought I'm trying to create a line chart, so this is what is showing me right here. So line chart here. So what I want is scatter chart, so I need to go back and change my series chart type, right? Then I'm going to change this to a scatter chart, right? Then I'm going to click OK. Right, so I have this 3 lines here, which is I have the 15, I have the 1150, and I have the 2009-85. So again, I want this to be at the extreme edge here. Now this is on the y-axis now, so I want it to put x-axis so that this can come straight down to the last edge. So I want them to be positioned here. So again, I'm going to go to select data, right? Then click on the legend. By now, it should have added x values, field for me. Then edit, then I have my x values. Then I will click on this, I'll select this, then click OK. Then OK, then already this is showing here, right? So from here, I'm going to go to chart design, okay? Then I want to add data type, data labels. I want to show at the right? Okay, so it's showing at the right. So what you need to do again is to click on this. I want you to double click on each of this. So if you double click on each of this we come up, go to the formula bar up here and click and select the name for each of this. Click OK. Right. So click on this again. Right. Sometimes you just need to click once. Sometimes you can double click. Then click again. Select. For the last time, I'm going to select the actual. Okay, so we are good. I'm going to bold this, and again, this is what I'm going to do. So this is the maximum level, this is the minimum level, and this is the actual revenue that we have here. Okay, so let's say actual revenue. All right, so this way I can reduce my plot area. All right, to give this some space. Again, this is what I'm going to do. I need to minimize, I need to remove this marker. So I'm going to go to format, data series. Okay, go to this very last one, the first one, then go to marker. Then I want you to select none for the marker, right? Go to marker options, then I want you to select none, right? Then click cancel, then we are fine. So this is how you make a very nice line chart with reference region, comparing the actual and the reference and the previous year. So this, when your revenue goes above this, you are quite impressed, and then you want to investigate what really happened, why are we going above the norm. And when it falls below this and then below this here, this and again, you want to know what it really is going on. So you need to have an explanation for this fluctuation. So this will help you to make a kind of say sweet analysis. So this is how you compare your actual and your previous, and make a good decision, a good business decision from this chart. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Please, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please I want you to subscribe and then support this channel. Thank you and see you in the next one.